Friends, most of us are aware that in the in the month of July, to be precise, on the 7th of July, we have lost one of the stalwarts of not only the printing industry, but one of the doyens of the industry and also a great mentor of the BMPA. I'm talking about Mr. Arun Mehta of Vakil and Sons. So we do have Mr. Bimal Mehta, his son, over here. So we are now proposing a Shraddhanjali to the memory of the dear departed Mr. Arun Mehta. Bimal, can you please join me on stage? Before I hand over to Bimal, I would just like to say a few things about Mr. Arun Mehta, who was the chairman and managing director of Vakil and Sons. He was also the chairman of Vakil's Pfeffer and Simons Private Limited, Vakil's Pre-Media, an alumni of St. Xavier's College, Mumbai. He did his diploma in printing technology from London College of Printing, England, and his diploma in business management from British Institute of Management, again England. He was the past president of the BMPA in 1972, and I think he held that post for 2 or 3 years. And he was also the past president of the All India Federation of Master Printers, AIFMP, from 1982 to 83. And then during his tenure, there was also the All India Printing Conference held along with PAMEX 1983. PAMEX 1983 was, I think, the first PAMEX, which was held at Pragati Maidan, New Delhi, which was followed up with the first PAMEX in Bombay in 1987 at the Nehru Center. That's when my association with him started. And as we all know, the Nehru Center PAMEX was a super success under his leadership. He was also the chairman of the Development Council for Printing Industry in India, set up by the Government of India from 1983 to 1987. And in his years of office, an in-depth survey of the printing industry was done. He was the chairman of the Survey of the Printing Industry Report, which was then sponsored by the BMPA. Besides this, of course, we all know that Arun Bhai had great love for BMPA. He was always present in whenever BMPA had functions like the AGM, etc. And his support to the BMPA was total. And as Bimal will add just now, even during his last few days and years, it was a lot that he used to speak about the BMPA and his fellow colleagues. Bimal, I hand over to you.
Thank you, Tushar. I'm greatly touched. My father was, so firstly, thank you all. Thank you, BMPA, for the very kind condolence letter, MMS as well, and a lot of y'all individually for, the condolence messages that y'all have given me, my mom, and the entire family. We are greatly touched by the kind words. My father was, we used to joke that, he didn't have blood in his veins. He had CMYK and, inks flowing through his veins. And he loved printing. He loved typography. He loved printing. He loved, bringing out quality books, quality production. He was passionate about everything about printing. And as part of his journey as a printer, BMPA was an integral part of his life. He joined the BMPA committee in 1966. He took over from his uncle, my granduncle, G.U. Mehta, who was part of the founding team of BMPA and continued his as being a member of the managing committee all the way up to the 90s, when he kind of then handed over to my uncle, and then I briefly was also on the committee. And he was privileged, as Tushar said, that BMPA gave him the honor to represent. He represented BMPA as the All India Federation of Master Printers, chairman of the Development Council, chairman of BAMAS, and I think it gave him a lot of joy. But the most important joy which he got was the friends he made at BMPA, one of which is sitting right there, Ramesh Bhai. And, he was extremely, and, his last few days, he told me he was a little delusioned, and he didn't realize that he's saying, when you and Ramesh Bhai attend managing committee meetings, little did he know that both of us are not part of the managing committee. Please tell Ramesh, and that's what he said, that I am extremely proud of his success. So Ramesh Bhai, every time you buy a machine, I'm sure from up in the heavens, he will be smiling. Ramesh Bhai, Pranav Bhai, Ashok Nerkar, the entire Poonawalla family. He had the highest regards for Freddie's, grandfather. Freddie's dad and uncle were lifelong friends of his, and many others. And I think that gave him so much joy. And I thank you all for all the love and support you all have given us. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We all realize that a man who, as Bimal says, has ink in his blood, the best way to remember such a man is to ensure that the ink continues to flow in the veins of us and all the future children who become a part of the printing industry. Bimal feels that to honor his father, what he would like to do is to sponsor a scholarship for one deserving girl child who will be the future of our industry. So, I don't think there is anything better than trying to encourage young people to join our industry and young professionals to become a part of our industry. Thank you, Bimal, so much. And we thought that this was a correct day when Bimal was with friends of Arun Bhai and at the BMPA AGM to sign a document where Bimal will start a scholarship in the name of his father. Bimal, would you like to join us in signing the document?
Sure.
This scholarship is initially going to be 50,000 rupees a year, and we hope that it will bring more and more educated professionals in our industry. And perhaps this is the best way to remember people like Arun Bhai and people who feel that they owe it to the industry. Let's give Arun Bhai a big hand, and thanks, Bimal.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.